Good evening, Greg here, burn at both ends, burning on the back end of Monday, 11:36 p.m. Pacific. It is the 29th of October, 2018, rolling through October, getting down to the last 2 months of 2018, about 10 weeks left. 10 weeks left to just crush 2018. I'm super psyched about it, and I have to say, so tonight I'm going to light up conversation. I've been talking about these things for a while, but they keep coming back, and I just can't believe their importance, and I kind of feel like a bit of a fool for learning this so late, but then again, I'm learning it now, and as they say, when's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago, when's the second best time? Today. So, and it has to do with relationships and timing, and I'm just seeing this just come back into the fold, back into focus. It just keeps coming back around. How just life is so much about relationships and timing, and that's pretty much all what it's about. And then what I've kind of come up with here, or at least what's working for me, I should say, is right. So essentially, I take action. And I get involved in relationships and timing, right? I meet somebody and I learn about timing, and then it's all about empathy, right? Because most of the time the timing is not right. Most of the time, the relationship can be great, but the timing something needs to mature, something needs to happen, whatever it is. And so the empathy will lead to patience and persistence with that person, with that situation, to let it evolve, let it change until the timing is right. Deepen the relationship, right? So the empathy allows the patience and persistence to get into more action, to keep cultivating the relationship, to wait for the timing to I guess turn right, or to become more fruitful, if you will. And that's the cycle. So it's relationship and timing, and then action, empathy, patience, persistence. Action, empathy, patience, persistence. Kind of almost like orbiting around relationships and timing until things, until now the relationship is deep and it's solid, and the timing hits, and then that's where two lines intersect on a graph, and you get opportunity, right? Something cool happens. And so that's just, I've been just so focusing on this, and so, I don't know, because like this is my challenge, is my mind, my judgmental mental model that I have is so quick to judge and so quick to kind of divert away from empathy. And so for me, the challenge is mentally kind of, realizing that, stopping that from creating like an external action. And then go, no, let's stop that judgment. Let's bring in some empathy. All right, what's going on here? How can we help the situation? How can we help the timing? How can we deepen the relationship? And how can we get into action to do that? And it's pretty simple, I have to say. And I'm seeing that in my 9-to-5, and I have to say it's leading to a lot of success in this project management, because it's just, what we're doing is so cutting edge. It takes sometimes some patience and persistence with folks, so that, to give them the time, the patience to give them the time to think about things, but then the persistence to make sure that it doesn't, get out of hand, and it doesn't get away from them at all, as far as the thinking goes, and doesn't end up in some odd place, and they actually converge on something. Or if they can't, then, they get the help that they need. And then in Fundraise Up, relationships and timing, every customer I meet, eventually they're going to become my customer, is the way I see it. It's just a matter of the timing, is when is the timing right? And so, this is where the patience and persistence comes in, those little email nudges, little follow-up phone calls. And I have to say, this is starting to really work out with Fundraise Up, and I didn't even realize it this week. I have 5 calls booked. I had one today. I have one every day. So that's just awesome. Pipeline's nice and full, and so I got to keep priming the pipeline. That's the key thing. I can't get lost in the calls. I got to keep adding folks to the pipeline, and that's where we're at. So this channel is all about my journey as an aspiring entrepreneur. I talk about things that are working for me, things that I'm implementing in my life, and changes I'm seeing, and definitely empathy, huge thing. Relationships, timing, this is patience and persistence. These are common things, but sort of like how they work together to produce a result is what I've really kind of been focusing a lot on. and executing a lot around. And just tonight, just coming up with this kind of model, if you will, this relationships and timing with like empathy and patience, persistence and action, kind of hovering around it, almost like a little universe. So anyway, if you like what you hear, subscribe, comment down below. Would love to hear what you have to say. If you got any questions or you need any help, I'd love to give you a hand, so I'll do my best. And then in the description there are some great links down there, some great music. And then the beat in the background is made by G Money, my alter ego. I write these beats. They're on SoundCloud. Check them out if you like that kind of thing. I'm going to wrap here. I'm psyched to get some sleep here. It's going to be a great week. And you all go out, get some rest. Wake up tomorrow, crush it, inspire folks, do great things. And I will end you in the morning.